Hey there, Rebus Forever here. I'm going to play a tiny bit, or something, I don't know. Battlevoid Harbinger. It's a really good time waster game. 36 hours completely by accident. I'm going to play on hard, because I'm made of stone stuff and all of that. Some Smashing Pumpkins lyrics there. Oh, which song though? XYU. There we are. What is Battlevoid Harbinger, I hear? Probably, looking at my viewer figures, maybe about like 30 people ask, over a period of like a fortnight maybe, if I'm lucky. Anyway. What is Battlevoid Harbinger, I hear you ask? It's kind of like, if you ever played Masters of Orion 2, specifically that game, or any of those sorts of earlier 4X games where the graphics tend to sort of be more representative. It's kind of like being a space captain in the Masters of Orion universe, which I dig. Masters of Orion 2 is one of the best games I've ever played. Right then, so let's start a game on hard. I don't have a particularly high score on hard. You got your 4 different difficulties, and as you level up you unlock a bunch more spaceships. Quite curious about these ones. Just got deja vu because I said that in my previous attempt to record this game, where the music and the game volume was absurdly loud. I'm hoping this will be better. So I'm going to pick a light destroyer carrier, and it's my first time with this ship. It's not got great shields, acceptable hull, and it's quite slow. You've got your mission and a bit of story explaining it, and your job is to clear the star map that you're on, which you can see. Here's some story. You have to travel around the star system, having scraps and completing missions until you clear the map, and then you get to move on to another map. And as you go, you can expand your fleet and you can upgrade your ship. First off, I'm going to accept a mission from these people. I don't want to escort a ship. That's pain in the balls. I'm going to buy a mission? No! Not buying a mission. I've barely got any money. You start off with limited resources. This is more limited than normal. I'm going really basic. Let's hope that when I launch myself into a system, they won't all just say you basic, and I'll feel bad. Fights start easy in the neighbouring systems. Sometimes the fights don't start early in the neighbouring systems, and that can be quite depressing. I mean, you know, you can restart the game quite easily, so maybe depressing's over-egging it. You know, it's disheartening at least. Take that, little fellas. I thought I had a window to record before the dogs woke up. Go on, go back to sleep. Go to sleep, little Pippin. Nope, okay. Cock. Well, that in all probability means 15 minutes of barking, and then I'll have to let him in. Still don't have enough money to buy the first mission. Let's check out the black hole. Can't imagine anything going wrong there. Nope, sector clear. Gotta wait for my star engines to charge up. And there we go. So if I wait here... Oh, I cannot wait here. So I will have to jump to this sector and be completely outgunned. This sector contains a cargo container that may contain goodies, or it may contain a bit of a trap. This isn't going well. Time to retreat. You can repair at friendly stations for free, and that's what I'm going to have to do if I get away. Well, this is suck. Good game. Okay, there are a bunch of different stories that you play when you play this game. I'm against the Wanderers, which isn't terrible because I'll be able to get some of their weapons, which will help me for the second map or third map if I get that far. I don't actually read the storyline as such. We've got to get them onto a mothership. Skip. You go from sector to sector, fighting battles and completing missions and collecting resources so that you can upgrade your stuff. I am going to buy I don't know what. I'm going to go cheapo and get some basic weapons. And there's nothing else I can do, so I will collect a mission, hopefully. Yep. And go and take some war to these little fellas. Now I'm hoping that I'm going to get some nice easy sectors to clear. And this would be a good indication of that. Once you've killed the enemy and this sector is clear, you can spend whatever you've received, though you can't repair without paying for it, which I'm reluctant to do. I'm going to buy a laser because they're a good point defense weapon, and I'm going to stick it on the front. I'm going to try and get to the mission as indicated by the green exclamation mark, because I could do with the points early, and on hard, this is going to be hard. I found this game a really addictive experience so far, especially with the unlocks that you can get for your ships and also your allied ships. I don't know why I haven't unlocked that one, but pretty curious. These are the allied ships that you can unlock as you play. And there's another selection of ships that you can choose to play as. Okay, let's keep my point defense weapon pointed at that ship there, even though it's ignoring the missiles. That's better, at least he shot at it. And we've got a shield boost. That's handy. And we've completed a mission. That ship has a lot more weapons on it than mine, which could be better. Let's just full steam ahead. I think I'm going to have to retreat. Yep, we're retreating. All the way back to the starbase if we can. Hopefully no badders will interrupt me. And no. So I get to do a repair. And let's check out this system that's closer. And another easy battle, which is a relief. You really want to be able to, even on the easier difficulties, harvest a good lot of resources from your opponents before you get too far through the game. Ideally, by the time you finish the first map, you want a fleet of 3 ships that are all fully armed. You don't want to be going into the next map unprepared. On the easier difficulties, you get a bunch more resources as a rule, which enables you to start off with some better weaponry. Not a luxury that the hard difficulty provides you. But I'm glad to have found the shield booster that I found a little while ago. Okay, so now I have a reasonable amount of upgrade points. I'm going to go into engineering, and I'm going to increase the range on my point defense lasers at the front, just a smidge. And I will replace my projectile cannon. Really, I'm going to go full missiles as soon as possible. I'm going to make that fire 2 missiles instead of 1. And I'm going to not buy another shield booster because I can't. Let's increase the rate of fire for that. And let's jump in over here. The big ship doesn't appear to be too heavily armed. And there don't appear to be too many torpedo firing. Oh, there's one. I can see my hull going down. If I can destroy the big ship nice and quickly, maybe there's a chance. Nope, we're getting out of here. Gonna have to do a repair. Back to base. Okay, so here, with very little hull, I have been intercepted by another ship that I am hoping is going to run away, and they have. Super. Time for me to do the same. I've played hard a little bit, enough to know that I really need to watch myself, so excuse me if I err on the side of caution. Of course, that might just be how you play the game. So I might have just apologised for playing the game how you're supposed to play it, which would feel counterintuitive. Okay, I don't think I've got the firepower for this. No. I'm going to fall back one system and hope that one of them follows me. Nope, nobody. I'll wait in system and see if that changes. Okay, so no, nothing's changing. I'll get a repair and I'll try and jump in closer to them both. Back into the breach. Oh great, they've had reinforcements. Well, let's see if I can kill one of the big ships quickly. Definitely can't stand up to the firepower from them both. And I'm going to put it into fast forward and keep my distance from the little ships. Or rather keep my distance from the big ship and hope I can kill off the little ships. But it's not working. Balls. And I'm 1 point away from buying another shield restorer. I'm feeling like I'm having some problems breaking through that sector. I always want to say section when I want to say sector. Okay, maybe I can get a sneaky jump in and shoot it in its butt. Come on, spaceship, you can do it. Or you can't, you know. I don't want to be presumptuous. Nope, we're out of here again. Balls. And I suppose I'll go and get a repair. Let's see if he's still damaged. I might try, no, he's still damaged. I can do this. Come on. Turn faster. Oh, I don't want to have to go and repair again. That's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, so he's now pretty worn down. Let's come in at extreme range and really try and take out some of the smaller ships, so that this is the last time I have to see this sector. I said sector, not section. Woo. Okay. Let's come down this way and collect these resources. So at the very least, I can buy another weapon. Even if it's just point defense. Wasn't fully expecting to be in range yet. Oh, come now. Just blow up. Okay, I should have set target priority for the small ships closer. Although they seem to be spawning more, so maybe that wouldn't help. One more go. Let's get rid of the shield booster. Put in the other weapon. And buy some drones. I liked having the extra shield, but don't really have the firepower for it at the moment. Okay, coming in at range once again. Got 3 capital ship weapons rather than the 2. And some laser drones, which won't help me against anything but torpedoes, I realise now. Torpedoes weren't the problem. But I'd say the exchange of firepower is working out more favourably this time. Super. And we won a Gatling cannon. But finally we made it past this section. Sector, Jesus. Anything here? No. Black hole or a larger fleet? Well, I need the resources, so I'm going to go in strong. It's not the biggest ship, thankfully. I'm just hoping I can control all of those little ships without having to constantly fly back to base. Yes. We seem to be able to. Is any weapon breaking through the shields? No. Excellent. We can hold our own in a medium ship battle now. I'm going to upgrade my shield charger, though, that I no longer have. I'm going to buy a smaller shield booster. that I can justify using without sacrificing a main weapon slot. Let's have another go. I figure this game may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I really find it sort of quite cozy. It's probably an indication of how much time I spent playing the Masters of Orion games in part. But there are times when you just don't want a game where you have to like use every single part of your brain, but you also don't want to play Mount Your Friends. And I'd say this is a good game for those moments. It's sort of engaging enough while requiring very little user input, but that which you do provide, you know, makes you feel a bit like a space captain, and what's not to like about that? I am getting hammered. But I reckon I can defend myself from the odd torpedo coming from the capital ship. I don't know if my shields are up to the task of all of those energy weapons, though. Definitely need to close. Shit. We're out. And let's check out the other way. Now we've got some guns. I could do with picking up a really generous mission that gives me loads and loads of excessive resources. I really just need to win some fights without losing any hull points. So everyone that can refrain from shooting me with torpedoes, good work. A fleet of tiny ships. Let's have a go. I'm really sad that they're all firing torpedoes at me. Torpedoes negate shields, which is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to encounter. I can boost my shield now. And go and fight these ships in a nebula where I don't think I get any benefit from shields. Good timing. I'm thinking this might not be a very nice fight longer term. And they're both being a bit shy. It's in my best interests. But I think I'm going to be retreating. I should have been happy just chipping away a bit of health at range. Got a little bit too close. And we can't retreat. And that's going to be me dead. Oh. Well, you know, Battlevoid Harbinger. It's really hard. Easy starts off really hard, but then once you start, progressing through, easy becomes a bit trivial. Normal's probably my comfortable zone at the moment, and I imagine once I unlock some of these much higher tier ships, and especially these ones with fancy blue stuff on them, don't know what that's all about. But once you get those, I imagine it probably makes your life a bit easier. I want them all. I got this game for like £1 odd, because there was a sale on that's now ended. I was going to try and get a video out in time for this sale, but that didn't work. Put it on your wish list though, buy it for full price or buy it for a couple of quid, and you'll know in the 2 hours that you can get a refund in, whether or not you want to play it more. It's really, really fun and simple, which is a good combination for and a rare one in a strategy game. Anyway, toodle bip, and don't forget.
Don't copy that floppy.